Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, after listening to Citizen TV on the Linux KAIKAI kicker,
and whether they'll have a new airport or not, their greatest question right now is, whose deal is Adani's deal? And who will eat the new airport? That is
explosive statements which Linus unleashed there regarding this highly publicized Adani deal. You know, there is a dark cloud surrounding this deal. And this is the reason why you find that literally all the workers of the KA, especially destined, the ones who are working at the JKIA, demonstrated. They demonstrated because they want to know all the details about this deal, because most of them complain that their jobs are at risk. And that is a fear that comes with the change of management most of the time. You know, Adani deal is going to run for 30 years. So if you're working there and you're 50 years old, in 30 years, you shall have retired a long time ago. Maybe you shall have become a grandpa somewhere. So the deal is threatening the workers there. It is going to be for 30 years. Now, KAIKAI has brought about something here, a very, very interesting or rather fundamental question that people need to ask themselves. So KAIKAI is asking, whose deal is Adani deal and who stands to eat the new airport? I want us to go extensively into this statement by KAIKAI, Linus KAIKAI, because you know, for those who've been following the projects of Kenya, the mega projects, especially from the SGR project, the Arrow and Kimarere Dam project, those kind of projects which all had some, corruption allegations around them. All these had some scandals. So I want us to go extensively into this narrative that Linus KAIKAI is putting across here. But before we get further on this analysis, please like this video. It's so important. If you like this video, that is the only way you get to support our channel, and that is the only way YouTube shares our content. Subscribe to our channel if you've not subscribed before, and to existing subscribers, thank you so much for giving this channel an opportunity to grow. Linus KAIKAI had to be spot on for him to deliver the message the way he wanted it to. The fundamental question here in this Adani deal is who will eat the new airport? Who stands to benefit from this deal? And whose deal is Adani deal? That is a fundamental question that is being put across by Linus KAIKAI. I believe by now, if you've been following this matter, the Adani deal matter, I know many people knew about this Adani deal the moment the Gen Zs protested, and the protest was headed to the JKIA. But you see, the place was cordoned off, and the security that was mounted there could not allow the Gen Zs to penetrate the airport. So that is now the first time many people realized that there was a deal, the Adani deal, a deal which many people portrayed to be a way of selling the airport. If I give you an asset to run for 30 years, 30 years is a lot of time. For 30 years. And then after 30 years, you'll become a shareholder because you will you return certain percentage of the shares. You see, that is like selling to you so that you can make money within 30 years and give me back the airport, but you'll still return some shares. This is the controversy that is surrounding this Adani deal. And that's why you find that most people are not welcoming the idea. But again, the fundamental question here is who will eat the new airport?
And they're saying this berth is going to be run by a private operator. Now, that private operator, when he comes there, he will come with conditions. And normally those conditions are not, that berth will not be operated like a government berth.
Okay.
So there is always that balance. Sometimes it's national security, like port.
Yeah.
Do we allow a private operator to operate a berth in the port? What if they are bringing things, illegal things? Same thing. These questions are going to be asked about this Adani deal.
Yes.
So for me, what do I say? I say we need to balance, and the balance shall be that there must be a lot of public participation. There must be transparency in this deal. Don't go and do things in the dark.
Okay.
Let the workers know what is happening. Let the management know what is happening. If they support it, go along with them. If they don't support it, then put it aside. Let us accept that we are going to be developed maybe 30 years later or 40 years later.
Okay.
If I may take you to the example of SGR, you know the controversy surrounding SGR, what happened, and how SGR became very expensive. You know, expensive. That's why you find that in this analysis, in the video that I shared, brief video that I shared from Linus KAIKAI, he talks about SGR hitting a dead end at the forest, and money had been eaten. Let me use the word eaten, because that is a term that is best used to describe stealing from public coffers. Money was eaten. So, you see, I've gone through so many videos. When I was looking at, I think, was it Australia? There's a time Adani was given a contract also, almost a similar one to this one. But then people demonstrated against Adani. There's a time in India, there was massive demonstrations against Adani, whereby the Prime Minister was accused to have benefited, the Prime Minister of India, to have benefited from Adani deal. You know, these accusations have been, you know, all over. Accusation painting Adani deal the wrong way. I believe that, just like Waswahili say that kisemwalo lipo na kama halipo basi liko njiani. You know, it can't be possible that everybody seems to be complaining about Adani, and then all of a sudden Adani wants people to view them as people who are not corrupt. You know, people are very clean. You know, that cannot be the case. Kenyans are refusing to buy the fact that Adani wants people to believe that they are the best. They are very clean. They come with clean hands. People believe there's an ill motive for $2 billion to be spent on that airport. You know, there's an ill motive surrounding or behind Adani deal. Let's look at the fact of priority. Is that reconstruction of that airport, or rather the project, is the project a priority to Kenyans right now? Is it stopping anything? I mean, these are some of the things these are the fundamental concerns that should be discussed. Is that airport, the fact that it is the way it is it stopping anything? Can people come into the country? What can't happen with the current airport? I think these are some of the concerns from the employees there. And is this going to be, because they're saying that they're talking about a new airport. What about what was constructed during Kibaki Uhuru's time? Was that a waste of public resources? You know, these are some of the things which I think the government needs to explain. Are they looking for a way of making sure that pesa inapotea? Is this construction going to start afresh because there is an existing one already? How are they going to demolish the one that is there? You know, these are some of the concerns that many people have been asking. That's why you find that a Adani deal the papers have to be clear. There's a time, I think, when there was a power outage. I don't know whether you remember that story. And then what happened is that there was an article, or rather there was a communication from X that some ambulances has been spotted heading to the JKIA. And then what we saw the following morning is that the Adani staffs were spotted in JKIA trying to take stock of the assets there. Why is this deal surrounded by much controversy? If at all the issue is just to construct another airport, a new JKIA, then why is there something fishy? Why can't they just make public all this document for people to understand? Why wasn't there public participation? Why was there the single sourcing? So those are some of the things which are concerning. But ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to rest my case here. What do you think about this statement coming from KAIKAI, Linus KAIKAI? Is Linus KAIKAI asking a fundamental question according to you? Because the question is, who is going to eat the new airport? And whose deal is Adani deal? Those are the fundamental questions that are coming from Linus KAIKAI. So perhaps if you're watching this video and have not subscribed, please take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed. Who will eat the new airport?